You boys look like a weird heavy metal band.
Yes, we are a band.
Really?
Yeah.
So what do you play?
Symphonic, post-apocalyptic, reindeer-grinding, Christ-abusing, extreme war, pagan, Fennoscandic metal.
Right. Really interesting.
What's up, everyone? DJ Anubis.
And DJ Neko.
Here with you on the Metal Tavern Radio podcast with our top albums of the month for the May of 2026. Myself and my lovely partner over here. Going to go through some music of the albums I thought were the best of the month. It was kind of like a slow month for me in terms of excitement, I guess. There were some big names out there, but really as I started kind of going through some of them, I was like, But I did also find 2 records that are going to be there at the end of the year. So,
oh wow! So you've got like the favorite already.
Yep. So, 2 favorites are going to make the end, but we have some other ones before that. Now, this is going to be one that Neko probably struggles with a little bit because there's like 2 or 3 black metal bands in here.
Yeah.
So, but we're going to get those ones out of the way first, obviously. But these were still decent for me in terms of the bands themselves. They're names that I know, and they've had a long run. So first one, of course, we're going to be talking about Dødsfall from Norway. They have a new record called Soluk, and I know I mispronounced that, but did not know this was actually a one-man band. He's been around since like 2011 and has a few records under his belt. And I've always kind of enjoyed some of his work. So clearly, this was another one where I did enjoy the music that he had for this record. So I don't think Neko's ever heard him. So we are going to initiate her now with Dødsfall.
All right.
And here we go.
Let's do it.
And there you have it. Dødsfall. A song called Svartjals Arv. But again, I don't know if I'm even close to pronouncing that correctly. But
I don't know how I feel.
Well, you
about
did
it.
said you liked one of the riffs in the midway point where he's kind of like chugging along there. So,
I did like that part.
I mean, I can appreciate like he's got that old school feel, like the stuff that you usually hate, the banging of the trash can and stuff.
Trash canvas.
But he has like a higher production on it, what kind of beefs it up, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I know this isn't normally your style.
It's not.
Although it's weird because again, you like Absu.
I do like
who
Absu.
has that very much even rawer sound in this.
I do like Absu. I like Immortal. So
yeah, and you like Dimmu and Emperor and stuff like that, but clearly
I think it's like on a case by case basis. Like it really has to hit me. And I know we saw Absu live, and that's what did it for me, you know.
Let's see him twice too, I think. So all right, well, up next is another black metal band. This one's from the UK. This one I've been following for a very long time. Winterfylleth. They hadn't put out something. It's been a while. I know that. So let me go back and see here.
What are they called?
Winterfylleth. Last one. Well, they put one out in 2024, so I might have missed that one. But I think The Reckoning Dawn was the last one I remembered. But yeah, again, they sing about ancient British history, Anglo-Saxon literature, nature, and landscapes. I don't know if I like this album quite as much as some of their other ones, but it still had quite a few songs. They actually do a nice Paradise Lost cover on this album as well.
Oh, cool.
But this one is a song, I don't remember what song. I think it's the title track, The Unyielding Season, I think, is what I took here. So let's go ahead and give them a whirl, see how she feels about this one. Oh, no, this is called In Ashen Wake.
Okay, so quick question.
Mm-hmm.
Are either one of these favorites for the year?
No.
Okay.
Mm-mm. They do have...
Not that I think that they're terrible. I just,
I try to leave the ones that I really like towards the end of our segments just because that's kind of like how I put them. I want you to hear the ones I really like at the end.
So you want to build it up. You're like, yeah, this is the build up.
Yeah, and again, the thing is, like, I still have like albums from, because we started listening to Crimson Glory a few weeks ago, and I just didn't finish it.
Oh yeah.
But Sepultura has like an EP out, and At the Gates has a new album, Venom, Battlegrave.
Okay.
So there's stuff out there, and even Metal Church. I listened to them. I didn't really like the album as a whole. I think I liked like 4 songs off the record, so it didn't do much for me to make the list this month. So as much as I love the band,
I'm gonna say I love Metal Church.
Yeah. So
any Celtic Frost? Any
no,
new Celtic Frost?
No, they're not even together anymore.
Oh man.
Although Tomas, for his other project, Triptychon, he like plays Celtic Frost. So we see him at Marin Death Festival.
Yeah.
All right. So now, like I said, Winterfylleth. So we're going to In Ashen Wake, and fair warning, Neko, 9 minutes long. So if at any point you have to pee, don't worry about it. But this is just how these guys roll.
I don't think we should listen to the entire 9 minutes.
Well, I kind of have to. You might like it. You never know. Immortal has some kind of lengthy songs too, so you never know.
Oh, well, hey now.
Hey now.
So,
Winterfylleth during the yielding season. That was in Ashen Wake.
so I didn't hate it.
That's always a start.
I didn't hate it. I'm hating my bangs though. They're like banging like
Bangs are banging.
my bangs are banging. It looks like my mommy cut them and I was like in trouble or something. I was like, "Ugh, having a bad bang day." Anyway, I liked it more than I thought I was gonna like it. Remember, I felt like it was a vibing kind of song. I could be doing yoga to that song. I know that sounds silly, but like I could be doing yoga. I could be driving. It's something that you want to have.
I could literally like when I think of stuff like that, because it has a little like an atmospheric vibe.
Yes,
So, like,
that's what it is. It's the atmosphere.
so like if it's like snowing outside, I can literally just play it and watch the snowfall and stuff.
The next time it snows, we need to make sure we have a fire pit. Like, we're working on. It's crazy because we have no idea how long we're gonna live here, but we're going on 2 years now, right? Like, and then when it's June basically, so a year and a half, and we just keep adding stuff to the house and putting more shit up, and I'm like, there's gonna come a time where they're like, do you just want to live here? Like, buy the house. But yeah, I do want to do some work in the yard this summer. Maybe do some, like a fire pit, like I was saying, that we could put the fire pit on and put some metal. There's nothing better than metal in a fire pit.
Right.
And then like, I don't think that they would appreciate if I dig up their yard and put a bunch of plants, but I could ask them, or I can just get some raised flower beds that are removable.
Well, I mean, you can put them in our backyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Put them in the backyard. Yeah. But that's what I mean. That's what that song made me think of. Atmosphere. Like, it's not like my go-to. I wouldn't be like, this is my jam. This is my, I'm going to put this on. I'm all pumped up. No, it's like a quiet creeper. And that's what I'm going to call it, a quiet creeper. Is that what you think it is?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I mean, it took like 2 to 3 minutes for that keyboard intro to like kind of get the song
I was getting
going.
a little antsy. I was like, what?
She's like, oh, they're singing.
They started.
So the next band we have up, we've actually seen these guys once when they made their one appearance at Maryland Death Fest, and of course it was exciting to see them. They haven't done a record since 2015. This is actually an EP they put out, so it's only like 3 songs, but initially out of Jerusalem.
Oh, wow.
But now they reside in the Netherlands along with Herman over there. And of course, I'm talking about Melichesh.
Melichesh.
A little bit of Black Death with some Middle Eastern influence in there. I love the artwork on there.
I do too.
It's freaking amazing.
That's the one thing about Melichesh. They always have really great artwork.
Yeah. And they were fun to watch when they played Maryland Death Fest. So, like, great band.
They had quite a crowd. Like, it was,
oh, yeah. Yeah, when you're somebody that hasn't like been over here that much or done something like Maryland Death Fest and you're making your appearance, and it says something,
there is a part of me, this is one of the first Maryland Death Fest that we've missed. And the only other one that we missed,
you were out sailing.
I was sailing, and I think it was kind of like a
lackluster.
Yeah, we didn't really have, nobody was coming to visit us. Like, we didn't have.
It was right around COVID too. There was like a lot going on.
It was right before COVID because it was 2019, and none of our friends were coming to visit.
Yeah.
None.
Yeah.
Not even our friends that live like a couple hours away. 0 friends, and it was kind of a lackluster lineup. And I had the opportunity. It was out of Hawaii again. I'm like, should I go work? Or I'm going to miss Maryland Death Fest. Should I go work? And you're like, yeah, I'm not going to go. Just go. And so this year we do live out like 3 hours from Baltimore now. So it's a little, we
did go last year, and it was, we had to go stay in a hotel down there, which we did. I think we only went for like 2 or 3 days though. We didn't go.
No, we went for 4 days.
Did we go for all 4?
Yes.
But, it makes it harder when you can't just drive 15 minutes like you used to. So.
And the other thing too is I was seeing pictures and videos, and everybody looks like they had fun. But remember, Memorial Day weekend this year, rain, cold. It was cold last year too. There's pictures of me wearing a hoodie.
Yeah, it's weird because you're either going to get a lot of humidity, a lot of heat, or you're going to get a lot of rain. So it's just one of those things. There are some really good bands there. I mean, I kind of envy a little bit of people that saw some of the bands there this year, but Desolus made it there this year.
Desolus, that's our friends, our guys, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm glad everybody had a good time down there. You know, we may make it back at some point, but, you know, we got a lot of other things going on right now, unfortunately.
Yeah, and, you know, who knows what. Maybe we'll go overseas and hit up like a real festival. We might go to Bloodstock or Wacken. I don't know if I can go to Wacken. There, like the camping there is way different. There's like actual glamping at Bloodstock where you have like, it's almost like having a real house where you have actual furniture and stuff in this. So I don't know about Wacken though, but I want to do it like once in my life.
Oh yeah. We'll find a way. We shall find a way.
Yeah, we are gonna find a way. Like I mean, I've never been to Germany.
Yeah.
I've never been to the UK.
German beer though.
I've never been to the UK either, which is crazy. As all the places
I think
I've
if we ever go down over there, we're just going to be doing like this tour because we have friends in the UK, we have friends in Netherlands, friends in Germany. It's just a lot of people that we know over there that would be nice to kind of meet them, for some that we haven't seen in a while and some for the first time that we'd be able to meet. Simon, Lou Yardley's over there and Jasmine's over there.
Well, we've met Kev before, but we could
haven't seen Robbie. He's still over there.
God, Robbie came and visited us twice.
Mm-hmm.
God. And he was blessed because we used to have this cat. And she was like really, really shy.
Abigail?
No. Audrey.
Audrey.
She was really shy around new people. And this particular year, we had it was a packed house, and our old house was teeny tiny. And he was sleeping in our spare bedroom, which at the time we only had a twin size, so he was fine. And I woke up one morning, I go to, use the restroom, and I peek into the second bedroom, and Audrey is laying on him. And I'm like, Robbie, you are blessed because she is not like this with strangers. And he's like, oh, she's so sweet. She is.
Yeah.
She liked you, though. You were like the cat whisperer. Those are such good memories. All right, what do we got up next?
So Melchash, this is a song called Raptors of Anzu. And it's actually a lyric video. So
what's Anzu?
I would assume it's something with Egyptian mythology, but I'm not entirely sure.
That's kind of cool, though. cut.
What's up? Here we are. We're back.
We are back. So I was just loving this song while we were jamming behind the scenes. I said to DJ Anubis 10 out of 10. 10 out of freaking 10. Like, this shit rocks.
Slays.
It slays. I don't know why I like it so much.
Well, we were talking about it because the singing sounds similar to Absu in a way. So like it's got that kind of high pitch shriek and stuff like that. But it's also, again, you and I are kind of the same. Like, we like a lot of different stuff in metal, but we're generally leaning towards like death and thrash metal. And this, even though it's not really thrash, it has like that black death.
It has that thrashy element.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's very quick, very fast, and it's just very groovy, as they would say.
It had like a nice like groove and really like that. So I'm gonna ask you again.
Mm-hmm.
Is this one of your?
It is not. Now, the only reason why it's not, again, because it's only 3 songs on the EP. They're all good.
So you can't give it really like an album of the year because it's just an EP.
It's just not enough meat in there for it. So like if they put out like a full length, I would have been like, probably better with that. But
I'm just wondering why they haven't put out a full length.
They might be working towards it. Maybe this is like a teaser for the actual full length that might come out. That sometimes happens where they'll release a couple songs and then gives us a full one. Because like, again, they haven't put anything out since 2015. So this is the newest stuff they have out there. So but it sounds good.
They had to have taken a long ass break.
Yeah. So the next band up, we just talked about them not too long ago. 2024, they released System Shock.
Okay.
Out of Washington, D.C. And of course, with the new album, Dwellers of the Twilight Void, Desolus is back. Like I said, they just played MDF. They had a good time over there.
Very, very sad we didn't see them. But...
Yeah, I was really hoping to kind of see them. We have seen them play live before when we were still in Maryland, but just not at MDF.
They came to our house. We love these guys. Like, I wish we could have seen them at MDF, but it just was not in the cards this year. It was not in the cards, even though this was MDF 20.
Yeah.
We've been with MDF, I remember.
But yeah, they got 4 members in the band. Vivek, of course, we've known he's a pilot, and
yes, he is.
You wouldn't notice it if you looked at him, but he is. Travis Stone, who's been part of like Cavalier's Conspiracy, Pig Destroyer. He played drums on the first record, but now he's playing guitar. They have a new drummer, and then Jimmy Frost, of course, guitars and vocals to round out the band. They're all very cool guys.
They're
very
cool,
fun,
very talented.
We literally went sang karaoke with them. I didn't sing karaoke, she did, but they're just kind of like cool. Like you wouldn't expect they were singing non-metal songs. Like,
yeah, he was singing like Frankie Valli.
Yeah. So
Jimmy Frost was.
Yeah, so they have fun just outside of the metal realm, and there's nice guys all around. But got a song off the new record called "Visages of Death," and if you have not paid attention, also. My AI metal projects that I work on, I have a band called Bone Grinder that actually did a cover of The Pact off this record. So,
yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, but this is called Visages of Death. So let's give it a whirl and see how Neko thinks of the new stuff.
You know, I love it.
Yeah.
I loved it. I love them.
Yeah, I love how Vivek and Jimmy like are able to get that high pitched scream, which because they actually do a cover of Slayer's "Show No Mercy" on this record as well, so you can kind of hear some of that Slayer influence in there in their music. So
I love it. I'm biased because we've been friends with them for many years, and I think they're great human beings and talented human beings, just and awesome people from the heart. This is another 10 out of 10 for me. Is this going to be one of your favorites of the year?
I'm going to give it a couple more listens, but definitely.
It's re-listenable though. That's the thing too. Mm-hmm. Like that is one of my components as well. Is like, am I going to listen to this again? That's a whole qualification for me. Is this a re-listenable album, or is it just something that's going to pass?
Right. Mm. Now, the next band, again, I'll say this right now. This band coming up and the one after are definitely on my end of list, and Desolus probably there as well, but these two for sure. Now, this band started as a one-man project, started as black metal early on, going back to 2010. Now, Neko and I actually listened to his last album back in 2022 called Reflections, and he's went from black metal pretty much to kind of like post-black metal with a little bit of progression there, so he's got a little bit of Devin Townsend influence in his music.
I like that.
It's a project called Howling in the Fog, and it's a gentleman from Italy. And he's really nice. I talk to him a lot, and we keep in touch every time he puts out stuff. So obviously, when he put out the new record, I was very excited.
Like, hey, yeah, let me get in on that, right?
Yeah.
Right.
So again, it's called Reflections Part 2. It's a very cool record. Again, this is more post black metal because he does have some of his black metal vocals in there a little bit, but he's gotten more cleans at more recent years. So.
Okay.
But again, like when I first listened to the last record, I asked him, I said, I hear some things in there. It reminds me of Devin Townsend. I said, are you a fan? He's like, oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah. So, I remember when you talked to him.
Yeah. So this is a song called Empathy. And again, it's from Reflections Part 2. And again.
What is the name of the artist?
Howling in the Fog. Okay. So here's Empathy. There you go. Howling in the Fog. Empathy.
It really did sound like empathy, like a song conveying the emotion empathy, right?
Mhm,
Like
mhm.
that's what it sounded like to me.
Yeah, I mean, he's always kind of dealt with, like, themes of depression and loneliness and life in general. So
Yeah.
that's sort of the running lyrical themes that he usually uses. So, it's really cool. And again,
I loved it. I mean, I
think over the last 15, 20 years, I've really got into like some of the post metal and post black metal stuff that's come out. And even when Deftones kind of went from their more new metal stage to their more post rock stage,
Yeah,
I like the post rock stuff a lot more that they've done in recent years compared to the earlier stuff. But it's I don't know how it is. I know it starts. You have like Death Heaven and stuff like that out there.
yeah.
So it's just kind of cool hearing some of these other bands doing this stuff.
And I've noticed that about you over the years, that you've kind of like delved more into and kind of vibed more with the post rock, post metal, post ... whatever genre, because it kind of that song, it was just kind of heavy, like, but it felt like it was conveying empathy. I don't know. Does that sound crazy?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
But I like that a lot. That was also a 10 out of 10 for me. So we've got a couple of good ones on this.
Well, this one here, the last one, is actually my favorite of the month. We actually run into bassist vocalist Ross Dolan a couple times at MDF over the years, and surprisingly shorter than me.
Who?
Ross Dolan. And he's a singer of Immolation, and they just had a new record come out called Descent.
Do dig Immolation.
Death metal band out of New York. They are at MDF a lot, of course, and it's just a hop, skip, and jump for them to come down usually.
Yeah, and you say he's short, but baby, you're like 6 foot tall. You're not a short man, so.
No, but I mean, he's probably just a little bit taller than you. So I mean, it's just the thing is though, when you see people.
When they're on stage, they are bigger than life.
Right. Like magazines, just if they're a band or an artist, like they are larger than life. I mean, just like sometimes when you meet people, like when I first met Devin, like he was so humble and so nice and like very soft spoken. So I was like, wow, I didn't expect this.
Yeah, this guy who has that massive scream on stage.
So,
and we saw Strapping Young Lad that one night, and we're like, he's like, ah!
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, I just need some tea for my throat. Oh, remember when we saw Static X at that signing, and Wayne's hair was taller than him?
Yeah.
Like, he's not a large...
The two chicks he was were taller than he was. That was something wild there.
But that was very unexpected. That was like
last
years ago.
I felt bad for him because they were 3 inches of blood, and not many people knew they were going to be there to do the sign, but it was cool for us. I wish we could have got some pictures back then.
That was before camera phones.
Yeah, exactly.
God, listen, children, we've been around since before Google existed. We've been around since before the camera phone existed. We, you used to have to use film in your camera and then take it to the photo mart, and then you'd put it in a little envelope. You stuff it in this little tube thing, and then you put it in and go, and then your photos would get developed and they'd mail them back to you, or you would drop them off at like CVS.
Yeah, the only thing that was closest to what we have now would be the Polaroids, where they would literally come out and you had to take a lot of.
The Polaroids are starting to make a comeback. A lot of like the Insta cameras, a lot of those, because I think Riley has a Insta, because it's not just Polaroid, it's like a bunch of different brands are like Insta blank. But yeah, kids, you would mail your film away or go to the photomat and go again in the little tube and go, or you'd have to drop it off at a drugstore, and then they would send it away and then call you when it was ready and it would come back. And then you didn't have a chance to like review your photos. Like there's so many, I'm going to delete this. No. The photos came and that's what you got. And it could have been like your face is half cut off, or you're blinking, or you're making a funny face. And those are your prom photos for the rest of your life.
But for the band, this is the actual official video for the song Adversary, which is really cool. So this is the first actual video we have of the band playing and everything. So enjoy. This is called Adversary from Immolation.
Nice.
There you go.
I dig that.
Good stuff. So Immolation with Descent, the new album. That was Adversary.
I really like their art on their cover.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like an oil painting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She looks terrified.
maybe she's getting her leg.
It's like it's like what's going on? And what is she holding? I don't know what that is. Like, what is going on up here? With
I'm not sure either.
Is it some kind of like? It looks like feathers, but that's a really big bird.
No, maybe she's an angel that's being destroyed.
Oh, maybe those are her wings that she's. James Corfer. Oh, I doxed you.
People know who.
DJ Anubis, look at you. But that's what that probably is. I bet you that's her. She's holding her angel's wings. Put it back up. I think you're right, baby.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you can kind of see her on the back of her.
Yeah.
So I think the Hellfire is
and the Descent is the Descent. The Descent. The Descent.
We're so smart.
I love it.
Anyway, that's going to do it for this month.
So Descent is also in your finals?
Yep.
It's going to be one of the finalists. I'm happy so I like doing this. I'm glad we've been doing this kind of thing because you can go back and you can see everything that we've talked about. You can look at like every month and be like, okay, this is where we landed every month. And it's better for me because I get to listen to a little bit of stuff every month with you, and it doesn't like just smack me in the face at the end of the year. Right.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the year, I'm always like, this is too much for me to even work with or comprehend. It's like, and then I'm like, I don't know what to do. I can't listen to all of this. I can't get it all in.
Yeah, because it used to be I had to like fill up your iPod or something. You have to kind of try to smash them all in within a month. And so this is better. Where this way, throughout the year, you can kind of listen to stuff and say, oh yeah, I like this. I remember this, and work it out that way.
Yes, and I've been very happy and this has been very fun every month.
But for all you watching this, give us your opinions this month. Are there albums that you want to recommend that I check? I have a list I still work on, but certainly if you have any recommendations for yourselves that you want me to check out and see if they end up on our favorite list of the month for June, which is coming up, let us know. And as always, like and subscribe to the channel.
Please like and subscribe.
Appreciate all the support you're giving us. And we'll see you next time on the Metal Tavern Radio podcast.
You fucking